I'm not sure exactly when it began, but I had a fixation with YouTube videos, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know for a fact I ain't no special guy. This is a fact. This is the truth of the world. I'm sure there are other people, many people in fact, who also have dreams of being a YouTuber, right? And I've been gifted a wonderful life. I've been gifted the opportunity to do this, right? And through trial and error, I have tried to, garner some sort of audience to watch these videos so that I'll be able to pursue this, right? And for a while, I think I did pretty good. I got 500 subscribers on my first channel. It did take me a year to do that, so I don't know what to say about that, right? But it did teach me a bunch of skills on how to edit and such, how to come up with ideas and such like that. But it wasn't like a phenomenal channel, right? I was basically just copying what other people doing and then posting that content as well. For my second channel, I wanted to be more interactive with the viewer. I wanted my voice to be in there. I wanted to interact with them. So I made a commentary, channel talking about like the shows that I would watch and stuff like that, of that nature. However, the first video that I was working on, that I spent 7 days on because I'm just slow apparently, and I don't know how to edit apparently, I don't know how to do it. Anyway, the point is, I worked really hard on it and I thought it was going to do great. I was asking my friends these questions. I was telling them to be like fairly honest with me. They could roast me, they could cook me, whatever it took in order for this video to be the best. I asked them to do for me, and they were saying it was pretty good. And I wasn't getting that many critiques, which I thought was probably bad. They were probably taking it easy on me, so I probably should have just gone to some Redditors or something and asked them to check it out. But I would have paid them. There was a lot going on. Okay, I was thinking about it. But the point is, the video was when I posted it, when it was done and all done and dusted, and I was confident in myself. I was puffing out my chest. It flopped, as in it didn't even get the chance to flop because it got claimed. It got just completely claimed. There was too many clips of a particular show I was talking about called tbhx within it, so I couldn't even post it, and I couldn't really see the general reaction of how other people were going to react. I made a thumbnail. I was researching all this stuff on how to become a better YouTuber and stuff like that. So it took a while, and when I saw this outcome, it took a lot out of me. I was drained. I was disappointed. I didn't know what to do exactly. I didn't know if I should make another video and stuff like that, or just quit entirely. But then I realized I had a thought, and that thought was, oopsie daisies. You put all your eggs in one basket. This is all you can do because you went to college, right? Which I did do. For the first semester, you did pretty well. You did pretty good. You did. You worked on your classes. You tried your hardest. But then the second semester, for some strange reason, like a buffoon, you just gave up. What is it with you in giving up? This idea that you can't just stay consistent. You just have to let it go when things get too hard. But that's a problem. The key to success is perseverance, or at least in my opinion, that's what it is. Perseverance, consistency. If you mix those two together and you work hard, you don't give up, like some shonen protagonist, you will, or you should eventually succeed. And yet you here have given up after just a single challenge. Sure, in the beginning half of the year, you did good. You made a lot of videos, you were there, and sure, you also did well in your studies, but now where are you? Look at yourself. I want you to look at yourself. Really look in the mirror and think of all the things your friends have said about you. Where are you now? Do you have a job? Do you have an internship? Do you have anything worthwhile? Anything worth talking about? You don't have a girlfriend. You're not going to the gym. You're not doing anything. You expect to succeed in some way, shape, or form, but you're not growing. There's no growth. Frankly, it's disappointing to me. So that's why I made this video. I'm just venting out my frustrations with myself, and this will probably be a recurring thing to keep me motivated in my other channel. Hopefully, I don't have to make another one of these. That's not really the point of this. This is just supposed to keep me focused. You've already sacrificed a lot of things, right? And your parents have given you so much, and yet you chose this avenue. You practically betrayed the trust, so you have to make this work. Otherwise, you have nothing. You will be nothing, and you'll end up on the streets. Is that what you want? It's probably not what you want. It's not what I want. So, get off your ass. Stop wallowing in your regrets and get to work. Do whatever it takes. I don't really care. This is so edgy. I don't really care what it takes, but just make sure you don't give up. You still have 4 years in college, right? Now you're probably going to be under some financial strain due to the dismal grades you now have. But if you just keep working, I'm sure it'll all work out. Or this will be like a funny tale, in the future when all these videos are posted and they get some views and people start talking about them. Maybe you've become just like a bum, a failure. In which case, at that point, you should just be getting clowned on because this is the choice that you made. Anyway, bye.